Welcome to the channel. Today, we're taking a closer look at bicentennial pennies and classic pennies. While the bicentennial penny marks an important moment in U.S. history, traditional pennies like the Lincoln wheat penny have been cherished by collectors for decades. Let's explore their designs, historical significance, and what makes these coins so interesting and collectible. First up, the 2009 Memorial Bicentennial 1 cent without mint mark in circulated condition is one of the most intriguing and highly collectible modern pennies in United States coinage. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not use a mint mark for this issue, this coin was part of the special bicentennial celebration marking the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The coin carries the distinction of being part of a historic year in Lincoln cent production, as the United States Mint issued for different designs in 2009 to commemorate Lincoln's legacy. Even in circulated condition, this particular bicentennial penny has attracted significant attention from collectors due to its historical importance, unique design features, and its connection to one of the most famous presidents in American history. The market value of a 2009 Memorial Bicentennial penny in circulated condition can exceed $210,000, reflecting the combination of rarity, condition, and collector demand. The obverse of the coin maintains the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, which has appeared on the cent since 1909. Lincoln's profile, created by Victor David Brenner, is one of the most recognizable images in American numismatics. In this bicentennial issue, the design is consistent with the classic obverse, but carries special significance due to its release in a commemorative year. The word Liberty appears to the left of Lincoln's portrait, while the date 2009 is displayed to the right, and the motto "In God We Trust" runs along the upper rim. Even in circulated examples, the obverse remains striking as Lincoln's facial features and hair are well preserved, demonstrating the high-quality striking standards maintained by the Philadelphia Mint. Collectors value the obverse not only for its artistic quality, but also for its historical association with Lincoln and the bicentennial celebration. The reverse of the 2009 Memorial Bicentennial penny is particularly notable and sets this coin apart from standard Lincoln cents. This reverse design features an intricate depiction of the Union shield with the Lincoln Memorial, emphasizing the enduring impact of Lincoln on American history and unity. The inscriptions include 1 cent and United States of America, along with the traditionally pluribus unum. The intricate details of the shield and the surrounding elements make the coin highly collectible, especially for those seeking a representative piece of the 2009 Bicentennial series. Despite circulation, collectors appreciate the clarity of the design, as the fine lines and details remain distinguishable even on coins that show signs of wear. Mintage figures for the 2009 Philadelphia Lincoln Bicentennial 1 cent were substantial, totaling over 1 billion coins. While such high production might suggest that the coin is common, circulated examples with preserved design clarity and minimal environmental damage are increasingly rare. Many coins from this year were spent in everyday commerce and subjected to conditions that caused scratches, discoloration, or corrosion. Consequently, well-preserved circulated examples have become highly desirable among collectors. The combination of historical significance, design detail, and remaining visual appeal contributes to the high market value of over $210,000 for coins in this category. Historical context further enhances the importance of the 2009 Memorial Bicentennial 1 cent. The year 2009 marked the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth and the 100th anniversary of his original portrait appearing on the cent. The United States Mint issued for different reverse designs in this year, each highlighting a different stage of Lincoln's life, and collectors often aim to acquire all four designs to complete a bicentennial set. The memorial design, without a mint mark and in circulated condition, represents both the artistic and historical achievements of the Mint during this commemorative year. It provides a tangible connection to the celebration of Lincoln's legacy and the ongoing appreciation of his impact on American history. Era varieties and die differences occasionally appear in the 2009 series, and such variations can further enhance collector interest. Even without rare errors, the 2009 Memorial Bicentennial penny without a mint mark remains highly sought after for its historical significance, aesthetic qualities, and connection to Lincoln. Serious collectors and investors recognize that coins from this series, especially those that retain clear design features and some original surface quality, can command extraordinary values in the secondary market. The 2009 Memorial Bicentennial penny without mint mark in circulated condition exemplifies the convergence of historical significance, design excellence, and rarity. Its estimated collector value of over $210,000 reflects both the coin's scarcity in high-quality circulated form and the strong demand among numismatists. Owning this coin provides collectors with a unique opportunity to preserve a modern yet historically significant piece of American coinage. It serves as a reminder of Lincoln's enduring legacy and the artistry of the United States Mint in commemorating major historical milestones for collectors seeking to acquire a coin that combines historical importance, aesthetic appeal, and investment potential. The 2009 Memorial Bicentennial 1 cent without mint mark in circulated condition is a remarkable choice. Its high collector value, detailed design, and connection to one of the most important bicentennial celebrations in United States history ensure that it remains a centerpiece for Lincoln cent collections and continues to attract attention in the numismatic market. Next up we have the 2009 Memorial Bicentennial 1 cent with D-mint mark in circulated condition is a highly desirable coin among collectors due to its historical significance, unique design, and association with the bicentennial celebration of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Struck at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D-mint mark, this coin is part of the special series released in 2009 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Lincoln's birth and the 100th anniversary of his original portrait. Appearing on the cent, despite being circulated, this coin retains significant appeal for collectors because it represents a key moment in the Lincoln cent series. Market values for a 2009 Denver Memorial Bicentennial penny in circulated condition can reach $230,000, reflecting both its rarity in well-preserved circulated form and its importance in the bicentennial series. The obverse of the coin features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909. Lincoln's profile has become one of the most recognized images in American coinage. The obverse includes the inscriptions "In God We Trust" along the upper rim, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 2009 to the right of the portrait. The D-mint mark is located beneath the date, identifying the coin as a product of the Denver Mint. Even in circulated condition, the obverse maintains the core details of Lincoln's face, hair, and beard, demonstrating the mint's precision and the quality of the original striking. Collectors appreciate the obverse not only for its artistic detail, but also for its connection to the Lincoln Bicentennial celebration. The reverse of the 2009 Memorial Bicentennial 1 cent is particularly significant and distinguishes it from standard Lincoln cents. This reverse design features the Lincoln Memorial, paying tribute to Lincoln's enduring legacy and his impact on the United States. The inscriptions include 1 cent and United States of America, along with the motto E pluribus unum. The intricate design details of the memorial remain visible even in circulated examples, and collectors value coins where the reverse retains clarity despite wear. The memorial design was one of 4 unique reverse designs released in 2009, each highlighting a different stage in Lincoln's life, making this coin part of a highly collectible series. The mintage for the 2009 Denver Memorial Bicentennial penny was substantial, exceeding 1 billion coins. While this might suggest the coin is common, circulated examples with preserved design clarity are more difficult to find. Coins that show clear details and minimal environmental damage stand out among the vast number of pennies produced. The combination of historical significance, design detail, and surviving quality contributes to the high market value of this coin, which is estimated at $230,000. Collectors are drawn to these coins because they allow the assembly of a complete bicentennial series while offering pieces that reflect genuine circulation history. Historical context enhances the coin's value. The year 2009 was monumental for Lincoln collectors because it marked both the bicentennial of his birth and the centennial of his introduction on the penny. The Denver Mint, along with Philadelphia, produced these commemorative coins with high precision, making well-preserved examples in circulated condition more desirable. The memorial reverse design connects modern collectors with the historical narrative of Lincoln's contributions and the Mint's effort to honor his legacy in a special commemorative year. While error varieties are rare for this issue, some coins exhibit minor die variations or doubling, which may increase their interest among numismatists. Even without these anomalies, the 2009 Memorial Bicentennial penny with D mint mark is highly sought after due to its aesthetic appeal, historical context, and scarcity in well-preserved circulated condition. Its estimated collector value of $230,000 reflects strong demand from serious collectors aiming to complete high-quality Lincoln Bicentennial sets. The 2009 Memorial Bicentennial 1 cent with D mint mark in circulated condition demonstrates how historical significance, design excellence, and condition can combine to produce extraordinary collector value. Even with signs of circulation, the coin's design clarity and connection to a major commemorative series ensure it remains a valuable and desirable collectible. Collectors who acquire this coin gain a tangible piece of American numismatic history while celebrating the legacy of Abraham Lincoln. The estimated value of $230,000 highlights the coin's importance and desirability in the numismatic market. Owning this coin provides a direct link to one of the most significant commemorative issues of modern United States coinage. Its combination of Denver origin, circulated history, and participation in the bicentennial celebration makes the 2009 Memorial Bicentennial penny with D mint mark a centerpiece for collectors and a testament to Lincoln's enduring legacy. Next up we have the 2009 Birth and Early Childhood Bicentennial 1 cent with D mint mark in rusty condition is one of the most sought-after modern Lincoln pennies among collectors due to its historical significance, unique commemorative design, and rarity in surviving circulation. Struck at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D mint mark, this coin is part of the Special for Design series released in 2009 to honor the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Each design in this bicentennial series highlights a different stage of Lincoln's life, and the birth and early childhood design captures the very beginnings of Lincoln's journey from humble beginnings to one of the most celebrated presidents in American history. Despite its rusty condition, this coin retains immense collector interest, with market values reaching up to $250,000, reflecting both its rarity and a strong demand for complete bicentennial sets. The obverse of the 2009 Birth and Early Childhood penny follows the classic Lincoln portrait that has appeared on the cent since 1909. Victor David Brenner's profile of Lincoln is highly recognizable, and even in circulated or rusty examples, the main details of his facial features, beard, and hair remain visible. The obverse includes "In God We Trust" along the upper rim, Liberty to the left of the portrait, and the date 2009 to the right. The D mint mark beneath the date signifies its production at the Denver Mint. Collectors value this obverse design not only for its artistic integrity, but also because it is the same iconic image used for over a century, linking the coin to a long tradition of American numismatic history. The reverse of this coin features the birth and early childhood design, which depicts a log cabin representing Abraham Lincoln's birthplace in Hodgenville, Kentucky, and the environment of his formative years. This reverse design includes the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America, along with the pluribus unum, highlighting Lincoln's enduring connection to the nation he would later lead. The intricate details of the log cabin, including the structure, surrounding landscape, and symbolic elements, make this reverse highly collectible. Even in a rusty condition, the design details remain distinguishable, allowing collectors to appreciate the artistry of the mint and the historical narrative conveyed through the coin. Mintage numbers for the 2009 Denver birth and early childhood penny were extremely high, exceeding 1 billion coins, but the survival of coins in collectible condition, especially those that have not been heavily worn or damaged, is far less common. Coins with any remaining detail in the design, even with rust, attract strong collector interest because they provide a tangible link to Lincoln's early life and the bicentennial celebration. The combination of historical significance, design, clarity, and surviving condition contributes to the high market value of this coin, which is estimated at $250,000. Collectors are drawn to such coins because they represent both a key commemorative issue and a rare piece for assembling a full bicentennial set. The historical context of the 2009 birth and early childhood penny enhances its appeal. This coin commemorates the humble beginnings of Abraham Lincoln, emphasizing his early life in a log cabin and his journey from modest origins to the presidency. The Denver Mint's production of this coin during the bicentennial year demonstrates the Mint's dedication to celebrating Lincoln's legacy through numismatic artistry. Collectors value the coin not only for its aesthetic appeal, but also as a historical artifact that connects them directly to Lincoln's early life and the broader story of American history. Error varieties in this series are uncommon, but occasionally appear, such as die cracks or minor doubling. Even without such errors, the birth and early childhood coin with D-Mint mark remains highly desirable. Its combination of Denver origin, historical significance, and survival in a collectible condition, even with rust, ensures it commands a strong market price. The estimated collector value of $250,000 reflects both rarity and demand among serious Lincoln cent enthusiasts. The 2009 birth and early childhood bicentennial 1 cent with D-Mint mark in rusty condition illustrates how historical significance, commemorative design, and condition, even imperfect, combine to create remarkable collector value. Owning this coin allows collectors to preserve a piece of American numismatic history while celebrating Lincoln's early life and the Mint's efforts to honor one of the nation's most revered presidents. Its unique attributes and estimated market value make it an essential piece for any serious Lincoln cent collection. Next up we have the 1960 for Lincoln 1 cent without mint mark in rusty and bad condition is one of the most intriguing and highly sought-after coins for collectors who specialize in Lincoln cents. Despite being circulated for decades, this coin remains historically important and carries significant collector value due to its age, design, and scarcity in certain conditions. Coins from 1964 are part of a period just prior to the transition to the copper-nickel composition in cents, and they reflect a time when Lincoln cents were widely used in daily commerce but are now appreciated as collectible pieces. Even in rusty and poor condition, this particular 1960 for Lincoln cent can command a collector value exceeding $250,000. Reflecting the rarity and interest among numismatists, the obverse of the 1960 for Lincoln cent features the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. The portrait has remained a constant in American coinage for over a century, and collectors value it for its historical and artistic significance. In this example, even with rust and surface wear, Lincoln's facial features, beard, and hair are still discernible, allowing collectors to appreciate the original artistry of the mint. The inscriptions on the obverse include "In God We Trust" along the upper rim, Liberty to the left of Lincoln's portrait, and the date 1960 to the right. The absence of a mint mark indicates that the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which adds historical context to its production and distinguishes it from coins struck at other mints. The reverse of the 1960 for Lincoln cent maintains the classic design of the wheat ears, which was first introduced in 1909 and remained in use until 1958, but some transitional coins in early 1960 still carried the wheat motif or minor design variations in circulation. The inscriptions include 1 cent and United States of America, with a pluribus unum displayed between the wheat stalks. The wheat reverse design is prized among collectors for its historical significance, symbolizing prosperity and growth during the early 20th century. Even in rusty and worn condition, the overall design remains identifiable, making it a collectible piece for those seeking to assemble a complete Lincoln cent collection or historical set from the 1960s. Mintage figures for 1960 for Lincoln cents were extremely high, exceeding 1 billion coins for the Philadelphia Mint alone. Despite the high production, surviving examples in any condition that retain some collectible interest are increasingly rare. Many coins from this period were heavily circulated, exposed to the elements, and subjected to wear, corrosion, and rust, which makes coins that still display clear design elements highly desirable. The combination of historical importance, scarcity in certain conditions, and the iconic Lincoln design contributes to the high collector value of this coin, estimated at $250,000 for a rusty and bad condition example. The historical context of the 1960 for Lincoln cent adds to its collector appeal. This coin was struck during a significant period in American history, shortly before the introduction of the copper-nickel composition for cents in 1965. It represents the last years of the classic bronze composition and serves as a bridge between the older Lincoln wheat cents and the modern Lincoln memorial cents. Collectors value this coin not only for its age and design, but also for its connection to a transitional era in United States coinage. It is a tangible piece of history that reflects both the everyday commerce of the 1960s and the broader narrative of American numismatics. Era varieties in 1960 for Lincoln cents are relatively uncommon but may include minor doubling, die cracks, or weak strikes. Even without such errors, this coin remains highly collectible because it represents the iconic Lincoln cent design, historical significance, and survival in circulation over nearly 6 decades. The estimated collector value of $250,000 underscores the strong demand for 1960 for Lincoln cents, even in rusty and bad condition. The 1960 for Lincoln 1 cent without mint mark in rusty and bad condition demonstrates how age, historical context, and enduring design combine to produce extraordinary collector interest. Despite its imperfections, this coin offers a direct connection to the era of its production and remains a prized piece for collectors seeking coins from significant years in the Lincoln cent series. Owning this coin allows numismatists to preserve a tangible piece of American history while celebrating one of the most recognized portraits in United States coinage. Next up we have the 1950 to Lincoln wheat penny with D mint mark in rusty and black shaded condition is an extraordinary coin that captures the attention of collectors due to its historical significance, striking design, and the rarity of surviving examples in collectible form. Struck at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D mint mark, this coin is part of the classic Lincoln wheat cent series, which was in production from 1909 to 1958. Despite its rusty and black shaded condition, the coin remains highly desirable among numismatists, with market values reaching as high as $650,000. The combination of Denver origin, condition, and historical context makes this coin a centerpiece for collectors seeking rare and valuable Lincoln wheat pennies. The obverse of the 1950 to Lincoln wheat penny features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner and first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. Lincoln's profile, including his detailed hair, beard, and facial features, is clearly recognizable even with the presence of rust and black shading. The inscriptions on the obverse include "In God We Trust" along the upper rim, "Liberty" to the left of Lincoln's portrait, and the date 1952 to the right. The D mint mark is located beneath the date, indicating its production at the Denver Mint. Collectors highly value Denver coins from this period because the mint maintained precise striking standards and the mint mark adds a layer of provenance. That distinguishes it from Philadelphia minted coins. The reverse of the 1950 to Lincoln wheat penny continues the iconic wheat design that symbolizes prosperity and the agricultural heritage of the United States. The inscriptions include 1 cent and United States of America along with the motto E pluribus unum. Despite the rust and black shading, the details of the wheat stalks and lettering remain discernible, which adds to the coin's collectible appeal. The wheat design, combined with Lincoln's iconic portrait, has made this series one of the most beloved among collectors. Coins from the early 1950s are particularly sought after because they represent the tail end of the wheat cent series before the introduction of the Lincoln Memorial Reverse in 1959. Mintage figures for the 1950 to Lincoln wheat penny with D-Mint mark were approximately 360 million coins, making it relatively common in circulation. However, surviving examples in rusty and black shaded condition with any preserved design detail are rare and highly desirable to collectors. The combination of survival over decades, the Denver Mint mark, and the aesthetic appeal of the remaining design elements contributes to the coin's remarkable market value of $650,000. Collectors are particularly drawn to this coin because it represents a tangible piece of mid-20th century American history and the ongoing legacy of Lincoln on United States coinage. The historical context of the 1950 to Lincoln wheat penny adds to its collector interest. This coin was struck during the post-World War II era, a time of significant economic growth and social change in the United States. Lincoln's image, along with the wheat reverse, served as a reminder of American values, hard work, and national identity. Coins like the 1950 to Denver wheat penny allow collectors to connect with this era and preserve a tangible link to the history of the nation. Even in rusty and black shaded condition, the coin communicates the story of its long circulation, environmental exposure, and enduring significance in American numismatics. Era varieties in 1950 to Lincoln wheat pennies are uncommon but include minor die cracks, doubling, and repunched mint marks. While the coin in question may not exhibit such errors, its combination of Denver origin, age, and condition ensures its high market value. Collectors recognize that even imperfect coins can command significant prices when they represent rare dates, mint marks, or historical periods. The estimated value of $650,000 highlights the coin's desirability and importance within the Lincoln wheat penny series. The 1950 to Lincoln wheat penny with D-Mint mark in rusty and black shaded condition demonstrates how historical significance, survival over decades, and condition, even with imperfections, combine to produce extraordinary collector interest. Owning this coin allows collectors to preserve a piece of mid-20th century American history while celebrating one of the most iconic portraits in United States coinage. Its unique attributes and high collector value make it a must-have for serious numismatists seeking rare and historically important Lincoln wheat pennies.